or something? Oh, hey, we're just working back here at the
Where
sink.
did they come from?
I was working on that paper I was meaning to sign. Actually, I was saying some pretty rude things to the crew.
And he was actually washing his food. Let's hear it for the boy.
It was an accident. I got caught washing the food.
And all you cleanliness fanatics out there, we washed everything, including his mouth out twice since we got here.
Do you know why you have to wash the potatoes so very much, Leah?
No, Larry, why do you have to wash the potatoes?
Because we're not going to do anything except just slice them with their little coats on them. So you got to make sure the little coats on them are real nice and clean and all the grits off of them.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm going to do some kind of real swell potatoes and carrots with fennel seed.
Ah, fennel, I knew her well. Well, I'm doing stuffed potatoes. Now, this recipe, Bly, we haven't had a chance to talk. We both just got here. We'll take at least this show, the one next week, and half of the one following. So I'm going to start by melting a stick of butter, and I'm going to put a piece of onion into it. What have you got?
I want to show you something. I have found the perfect gift for Johnson for next Christmas. I just located it, and Johnson, if you will look at the monitor when you get it set up.
What is it, one of those mushroom logs?
Look at the monitor, please.
Oh.
I'm going to buy you this fabulous banana holder.
Oh, that's exactly what I need.
Can you believe that, Laban?
Can I have that one instead of the mushroom
A
you gave me last
banana
year?
holder. Can you get over that? I'm sure it's a great product. I just never thought that my bananas needed holding. But hey, you know, it keeps them from being bruised, it says. Hey.
Yeah, Larry.
Anyway, I thought that was funny. Had you ever seen a banana?
No, I never had.
Every kitchen should have one.
Now, I've seen Jeffrey holder, but I've never seen a banana holder.
Okay, Johnson, back to you. I'm just wiping off these tables.
Well, I've got a piece of onion that's going to amount to a couple of tablespoons of onion, and I'm going to put it over here into the stick of butter that is melting in my pan, because you have to saute these onions a little bit until they are translucent, and there's so much butter in this that you're not actually sauteing it, you're just kind of poaching these onions in this butter.
Well, I can tell you that when you pass, we won't have to put you in a cold, cold ground, because these potatoes have enough dirt on them that they should do the job while you're still alive. By the way, I need to take some margarine, put it in the microwave, and melt it. So that's what I'm going to do right now.
Well, now I'm going to have and prepare 6 green peppers. You could use red ones, but they're terribly expensive. And this will take a little time. You cut them in half lengthwise, and then you have to cut out the little veins and the seeds and all that, because we're going to stuff these with a risotto.
With a DeSoto?
No, a
They
risotto.
don't look big enough.
Oh, this boy is so silly sometimes.
You could drive a car into this thing.
Anyway, I'm trying to carve out the innards of this potato, or this, what is this thing, a green pepper, so that it can be...
Potato?
Well, it's green pepper.
He's been saying potatoes through the whole show. The man needs...
You take potatoes,
and I'll take potatoes. Now, the next thing I got to do is a whole big old pile of carrots, and we're going to just kind of take a little of the outside grunginess off of those. I've also washed them.
What?
I've also washed them very well, but I'm now going to take...
Oh, this bunch of clowns out here. Well, it's a good day today, Larry. You know why it's a good day?
I can't hear what you said.
I said it's a good day.
Because the staff is talking so
No,
loud.
it's a good day because Carol brought in her annual big batch of Girl Scout cookies for us. So we've got our... No, you chumps won't get any.
We got our what, Laban?
Our cookies today.
That flew right off on my fine shoe.
Now, I'm stirring up these onions in here, and they're poaching in there. I've got a cup of rice.
Let's call the whole thing off. Melted margarine. A couple of tablespoons of that. That's ready to go when I'm ready to go. But I'm not ready to go. So, anyway, are we going to Are we going to peek out the window today? Did I see somebody?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
They said that they had got one of the neighbors out there, as long as we didn't wear any blue clothes. They were yelling at me.
Well, that never stopped our local weather people.
No,
I
no.
gave a whole new meaning the other day to I can see through her. But anyway.
All right, and as you clean up these peppers and get them ready, you put them over in a big dish where you're going to bake them in the oven eventually after you make your risotto.
DeSoto?
No, risotto, you fool.
She says you're... What? Risotto? She says you're saying it wrong, Johnson.
Oh, I am not. She's putting an R in it. Oh, I didn't know the Italians added an R. I just
We didn't know
I just
that.
thought it was the people in New Jersey that did that.
We didn't realize that Doris was Italian till just this minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. That's very special.
It certainly is. All right, now clean this one out here.
Well, we seem to be doing a whole lot of cleaning, but you got to do that with vegetables, you know.
Well, sure you do.
Sure
and
you do.
We'll get all those fanatics out there, and there are a lot of them watching these cooking shows today that will write in and say, well, you could go a lot faster if you had everything ready before you started, but that's not the way you do it at home, folks.
And besides that, we'd be coming in doing hand shadows for 20 minutes.
Right. So,
Which I don't know, may sometimes be an improvement.
I know. Well, have you seen the ones that George does? He does some real good ones. They're not, we can't show them on a family show.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
He has one that he does that's just remarkable.
I hate to say this, but you know those fine new hush puppies you got on? Well, they now have a piece of this stuff on them. I think I threw one of these chunks off on it.
Oh, no, he's throwing, no. All you kids will understand that, right? Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly, but anyway.
Well, I got these peppers are all clean. Get out!
Are they going to give it up,
These little
Johnson?
seeds in here. Give it up, and they
Are they
did.
going to give it up?
All right, now we got our peppers ready, and our rice is cooking. Well,
Boy, these fennel seeds sure do smell real good. I have never used fennel before. Have you ever cooked with fennel?
well, what has happened here, folks?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, don't tell me we're out of...
Nobody tested the stove before we went on. And
It
we're
is
in
out.
big trouble now.
We're out of gas.
And
Oh, no.
And folks, you know how it is. When you're out of gas, you're out of gas. On this show, when you're out
Well,
of gas,
what are we going to do?
you
Well,
got no show.
Let's,
Let me see if this one's working at all. Sometimes one of them will work while the other one doesn't. No. Now let's see if it works by the miracle of electronics here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Has anybody got a match? Anybody got a match, really? Anyone
no,
got a
it's
match?
not. I
Later?
think we're out of gas. Oh, well.
Okay, we didn't pay the gas bill.
No.
we don't think
we're
we
just
have-
out of gas. We'll do it in the microwave.
Yeah, because we really are, although I need the
All right,
microwave
well,
for 10
I know
minutes.
you do. And who doesn't? All right, Doris, we'll have to have a glass bowl.
Well, could I make a deal with you?
Sure.
How long do you need the microwave?
Well,
and
we've
when?
got to make this risotto.
We'll go ahead and do that because I'll be
right.
cutting this stuff
Okay.
up for a bit. I only need 10 minutes.
All right.
You fellas pay the gas bill?
Yes, we paid it. It's,
Well, you know we always pay our bills, and very promptly. And if you don't believe that, ask Miss Doris, who gets paid fabulous wages for doing this program,
all right.
and is always paid on time.
All right. Let's.
Listen to her.
All right,
Oh,
I'm
they-
putting my cup of rice into this mixture, and this is not going to be exactly the way God intended it to be, but we'll see
We're
what
being
we
resourceful. We're being
Right.
resourceful.
We can do it.
And you know, Johnson and I have had to do this sort of thing out on the road all the time. We get places and they forgot to
We're not afraid of it.
provide us with a stove one time, and you just wouldn't believe the stuff that we
Now,
go through.
I have a can of consomme, the condensed popular brand with the red on the top and the white on the bottom, the gold seal in the middle, and with a can of water, and that's supposed to be hot. It won't be, but anyway, we'll add that to the risotto in a minute. Well, you do what you have to do. Oh, these chumps. They knew the gas had been leaking for weeks, ladies and gentlemen. They've been trying to kill us. for weeks, and now there's no gas left, and it's messed up our show. You wait till we get to our manager, if we can find him. Because he's in Hawaii again, isn't he?
I thought you were told never to mention the manager again on this.
Well, I didn't mention that one.
Oh, wrong manager. I'm sorry.
That's right. I mentioned the one that, well, never mind.
Oh, me. Well,
Anyway.
you do what you do.
You do. Well, you're doing a nice job with slicing that. Let's see.
Well, I have so much time because you're so talky today.
Well,
and that's
you know, what
fine.
can you do?
I'm glad you're yappy because I really don't have too much to do. This recipe, it doesn't matter whether I do this or not because I don't have an oven now. So it doesn't really
Oh, we
matter.
got an oven.
No, I mean, I don't have a microwave until
Oh.
you get finished with it.
Well, I'll hurry as fast as I can.
Well, put it on superhydrine, whatever that means. Heterine, whatever.
Well, now, let's see. I was going to make a little sauce to go on top of the peppers. Fortunately, we have some already done. And I will probably do it and show you what to do. Here's a pan and a cup of crushed tomatoes. And we're going to flavor it up with whatever we've got up here in the... What have we got? We got some onion powder. I'll put a little onion powder in it. There's just a little onion powder. I'm just a little onion powder. Do-do-do. What a mess this is, ladies and gentlemen. And somebody will die for this. Eventually. I'll put some chives in it. And let's see, do we have any... Oh, we got some tarragon. That would be marvelous.
Onion!
I'm going to put some tarragon down in here.
I'm going to do a little onion to throw in here now. I've put my julienne carrots in there already, along with my margarine, and now I'm going to do a little onion and put that in there, and then we're going to do our potatoes in a few minutes. Go ahead, Johnson.
All right, I'm going to put a little garlic powder in.
And now, Mr. Ad-lib, ladies and gentlemen. He's doing a fine job.
Yes.
He's doing a fine job. I
And
knew
we'll
you
stir
would.
this up, and this would be so good if it was hot. My, oh my, it would be delicious beyond all recognition. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my spoon. Now, I've got one in here right now warming up that I'd done previously, and I'm going to spoon some sauté over it so that we can get the full enjoyment out of it, of this little tomato sauce, and the sauce can heat up. Oh, if this show turns out to be anything, it'll be one of the great miracles here during this,
I'm adding some onions to my mix, John.
because you don't have anything else to do, right? All right, there's the tomato sauce.
I'm all right. I'm doing okay. And I'm feeling right good, too. I'm,
All right,
you know,
well,
a little, this morning, well, wasn't feeling too good, but now I'm doing real well and real pleased.
I hope my rice is cooking in there, because if it isn't, well, what can I tell you?
Oh, I'm sure you're doing all right. You'll do okay.
We need to call the people over at the gas company and tell them that we've run out of gas.
I think you need now. I'm going to take some potatoes now and do some peeling on those. I don't like these potatoes at all, but they don't like me either. So I have washed them, and I have thoroughly done all sorts of stuff to them, and that onion is about to kill me. So now what you do is you just leave the. I'm going to have to wash these again. That's all right. I will, despite my best efforts. I think these would have been better probably with little spring red. Excuse, I cannot see. I am crying so hard. Mostly I'm crying because I feel so sorry for Johnson, who's just been through doo-doo. That's all we can say about it.
Well, it happens. You know what happens, don't you, folks? Yes, it does. It just
I
happens.
can't believe he said that. Well, anyway.
All right.
Anyhow. So you cut them that way, and then you cut them this way, and this is what you make. All right? Like so.
Are you making julienne of
Yes, I
potato?
am. See, that's what you do, and you make nice little. Yes, they are. Except for that one's got a nasty spot in it, but we'll take care of that. And you'll throw about 3 cups of that in there. As a matter of fact, I believe I can't see my recipes. Somebody help me! I need.
Please help and he's dying.
Well, Johnson, why don't you see, I think I heard someone peck on the window there a second ago.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Let's see if we can get this right. Here we go. I think I will open the blinders on the window, the shutters, and we'll see what's there. Well, look.
Oh, my heavens, look at that.
Who is it?
You just get, well, you got your head in front of it. How can we tell?
Who is that? Oh, yes.
Oh, what's his name?
Oh, yeah. Down out in the back.
God
Checking
damn.
out the plumbing.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you wonder where
Yeah.
the stuff under the sink goes. There it is.
There.
Shut the door. I don't want to see it again today. I thought it was really unusual how it was showing through this, blue.
The rice seems to be percolating.
Oh, you didn't see that, Johnson.
what?
Johnson,
No, what?
You didn't see it. It was actually showing through these things you had laying there. The miracle of TV. It's amazing. It really is. Do I have 10 minutes left?
No.
I don't really?
Really?
I need 10 minutes. I need 10 minutes.
How much has he got?
8 minutes left.
Oh, I'll take this out, Bly. You come on.
This is terrible.
Well, come on. I'd rather have yours raw. Cooked
Well,
rather
at
than-
least, I was going to say, at least
raw.
you could eat vegetables. Well, this isn't enough potatoes, but phooey on that. We're going to put them in there anyway.
How long do they have to cook?
They
10
require,
minutes?
oh my heavens, I overdid that. They require some salt, yeah, and some white pepper, and a teaspoon of fennel seed. White pepper, so everything else is in there. So, woo, boy, that smells good. Huh? Yeah. A half of what? Okay, you got it. Yeah, that would be right strong, I believe. Now, put them in there. Is it mine? Okay, I'm going to, 6 minutes? How much time?
6 minutes. Good.
6 minutes.
So 5:50. I'll take everything I can get.
Well, while he's doing that, you're supposed to put some Parmesan cheese in your risotto as you're doing it, but I can't do it. But I will sprinkle some of this fine, freshly grated Parmesan up here on these potatoes so that these peppers, whatever they are. Well, bless your heart.
Oh, it must have been all that stuff. Cut my mic, will you? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's pretty.
Woo!
Here we go.
Hey, boy, am I
Back in-
disappointed? Did you get it?
Are you disappointed?
Am I disappointed? I guess I'll have to take all these potatoes home. I had a lot of them left over. Let's look at the recipes if we have a minute.
Oh, we do.
We have a minute. Stuffed sweet peppers.
Oh, well, you need 3 green or red ones and some risotto, butter and tomato sauce. Now, the risotto, you need a stick of butter, 8 ounces of rice. That's about a cup, a finely chopped onion, salt and pepper, 2.5 cups of consomme, which is 1 can of condensed added with water, and Parmesan cheese, freshly grated, preferably.
The potatoes and carrots, very lovely potatoes and carrots. 2 teaspoons of margarine, which you melt in advance. A cup of 2-inch julienne cut carrots. I did them a little finer than that. Good thing. 3.5 cups of 2-inch julienne cut unpeeled potatoes. Again, I came well under the limit there. A medium onion cut into strips. I came close to that. 1/2 teaspoon of fennel seed, 1/8 a teaspoon of salt, a little white pepper. Now, one of the things you got to do is periodically stop the process, open it up, and sort of diddle this around a little so that you get the butter, and that's what it says to do and what have you. But don't diddle it too long when you only got a little bit of time. So, thank you, Dr. J. The two of us ably did that.
Well, let's see. Well, let's hope the witch has a long letter.
Now, I have something else as soon as that's over to help pull us out of this morass we have fallen into.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at this.
Oh, how...
It's a payroll envelope from this place.
Somebody out front.
Says, we don't get paid much money. Could you give us meatloaf recipes? And it's signed your staff.
Isn't that sad?
It is. It's
They've stopped
pathetical.
serving meat in the cafeteria here
That's
at
right.
the station.
We have not had any meat here at all. It's purely veg. Yes, we'll do meatloaf recipes for you next
Meatloaf
week.
recipes. You know, somebody told me that you can't find good meatloaf out anymore.
You can't.
Anywhere. There used to be a lot of little restaurants.
People are getting so hoity-toity about it.
Yeah, everyone thinks they're beneath meatloaf.
Well, we're going to do them.
But I always liked him. I thought he sang a lot of good songs. And I liked him in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Especially that one, you know, in the car, in the dashboard and everything. It was
By the
wonderful.
dashboard
Right,
light.
yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
That was real good.
Let's take a look at that banana holder
Oh.
again. One more time for those of you who are, I swear to goodness, I can't believe this. You know, we talk about having too many things around the house that you don't really need, but I think this is one that you actually do need. And the good thing is you could also, by the way, and I'll tell you, Doris, you could also hang your hose on that and at night, and that's real nice.
If you're one of the lucky ones that gets one of the free tarantulas in your stock of bananas, your tarantula can use it as a perch.
I don't know why that tickled me. I just thought it was, I don't know, but just
It's
thought it was
kind of
fun.
pleasantly goofy.
It is.
Well,
It's
let me
real
get
nice. I'm
these-
sure the people that make them are wonderful folks, honest, good,
Well, now,
outstanding
you don't
people.
know that.
Oh,
We
I
don't
do.
know
They're-
them from Adam.
The banana holder people, they're really marvelous folks, and what can you do? Well, that stuff is smelling real good back
And
there.
they look good, too.
Did you explain how to make this risotto stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
You saute the rice and add the beef broth to it slowly, just
Yeah.
a half a cup at the time
Right.
until the rice gets very creamy and nice.
One more minute, and I'll take that out.
Well,
Well, a minute and 38 seconds, I'll take that out, as a matter of fact.
I was thinking about taking this over to the table.
It's
and
beautiful. Have we got a startling overhead of that?
Well, we've had a
isn't
number
that
of them.
incredible?
Yes, there they are.
Well, there's another one. It's just almost three-dimensional.
It is,
It's these
it
new
is.
cameras. These Sonys are so great. But anyway, I love it. I think it's a pretty recipe, and we're so grateful that he prepared them in advance. Unlike myself, who thought, well, 10 minutes in a microwave, what's it matter? I am down to my final minute and 5 seconds, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen.
you and Tanya Tucker. She's down to her last
Last.
teardrop, and Bly's down to his last minute. Oh, look, it looks like NFL football on
It
network
does.
television.
A very startling digital printout, ladies and gentlemen, for your edification and pleasure at home. For those of you who have never seen a digital timer, I'm going to get it out of here just momentarily, 38 seconds from now. You know, the great thing about microwaves is, of course, you know exactly how long it's going to be till you're going to get it out. In case you're wondering, 30 seconds, 29 seconds, actually. Let's take another look at that. No, never mind. Anyway, I'm tired of this. I'm going to take them out anyway.
You're tired.
We're all tired. Well, it smells great,
It does.
and it looks raw.
Smells great, looks raw.
A couple of more minutes wouldn't have hurt, I can tell you that. Oh, I forgot my spoon.
I'll tell you, with this microphone like this, I feel like Minnie Mouse today.
Well, you look a little like Minnie Mouse.
No, I don't have on big.
I have a great joke here, and I'll keep it to myself. Okay, let's, here, Johnson, have some of these al dente veggies. They do smell good, though, don't they?
They do.
I think this fennel stuff on it is probably a great idea.
I thought the fennel might pop up like popcorn, though.
Well, you would think so, but it didn't. Well, look, it did kind of open up a
Swell
little
up.
bit. It swelled up, if you'll pardon the expression. Okay, excuse me, trying to get into this thing. Ooh, it looks so fresh and hot, and
Oh, I dropped mine and knocked all the stuffing out of it.
I think that is quite excellent, Johnson. Mm-hmm. It's quite excellent. How this stuff? Besides raw, I mean.
It's like steamed vegetables.
The veggies are pretty good. I mean, what can you do? They need a little bit more time. They're real crunchy. Great for a carrot, not for a potato. Bye.
I love carrot sticks.